Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Stafford's Lions going up against Wilson's Seahawks.
Larry, overcast skies, but knock on wood, no rain on the radar to speak of right now as we welcome you to CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Detroit Lions. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the play. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now Wilson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
2nd down now after the pass completion. Here's Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Play action. Now Wilson. And an alley to run. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
On 3rd down. That's Davis. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He finds his man, Baldwin. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down. That one good for 12 yards. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you've got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback? Or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Mike Davis taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. Blair Walsh on to attempt the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. This is taken at his 4. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now Stafford. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
On 1st down, Stafford here. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. To the air again, Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Flushed out right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Stafford gives to Abdullah on the draw. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
I know it's a cliche, and coaches always talk about it's a team game. We need all 11 to win. But let's face it, Detroit really needs Amir Abdullah to have runs like that all season long.
Missed a lot of time with injuries, especially recently. Now, Theo Riddick wound up leading the Lions in rushing last year with just 357 yards. From the red zone now, Stafford. The left side completion to Jones. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. To throw on second down to Stafford. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Mike Bennett in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
And he's able to put it through. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Here's Davis now. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brad, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Miles Killebrew with a pick. He will not go down. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They'll run with Davis. Space to maneuver at the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking deep downfield. Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. It's the 2014 NFL interception leader, Glover Quinn. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one.
And Abdullah lost the football. And the Seahawks have recovered. And when he was at Nebraska, Abdullah was known to have some fumble issues.
I remember it well coming out in the draft. It was a big topic of conversation. Could that be cured? You know, why did he have the type of fumbles he had? It continues now. There has to be a heavy emphasis on it because he is a talented, talented player. But if he keeps turning the ball over, we'll never know just how good he could be.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And Graham's got it over the middle. To give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They go play action now. Wilson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. The tight end, Luke Wilson, was the target. And it'll bring up third down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Going for it all. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Darius Slay with a pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Fresh set of downs here. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Gives to Abdullah. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Second down. Here's Stafford. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 35-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to...
Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And some room to work. 20, 10, and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return, Dwayne Washington. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Back to throw. Stafford. He's going to fire one deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A gain of 32 that time. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now Stafford. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Here's Stafford now on second down. Buying time to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Frank Clark in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Time running out here on the play clock. 3rd and long. It's Stafford. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds down to the 25. A good pickup there, a 22.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And this one's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Back to the air, Stafford on 2nd down. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised. but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
On the carry, it's Davis. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
They go again with Davis. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down he'll go at the 25. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Now Davis. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Caught right side, Tate. And down inside the 15 he goes. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. Open is Tate. Touchdown, Lions. Golden Tate from 13 yards out. And the Lions have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
Stafford, and he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. They go play action with Wilson. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Play action. It's Wilson. Being chased out left. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Play action. Now Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Here's Wilson. Off play action. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. The Seahawks on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Ziggy Ansah in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
Partner, you absolutely cannot take a sack in that situation. Now, it's also 4th down.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And able to find Graham, complete. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. It's a pickup of 21. And it's good enough for a Seattle first. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
And the D looking like they may blitz. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Ooh, long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Block it in motion right. Back to throw. The quick slant caught. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. And this offense on third down today, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. He's back to throw. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1. It's tempting to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd. Carry it into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
So now this will be, in all likelihood, to force overtime. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. Seahawks got it. They did. It's Seattle football. A field goal will do it for them. They got the onside kick that they needed here. We'll see if they can do the rest.
Some teams are just not comfortable waiting to see what happens. Some teams like to force the action. That's exactly what we saw with this onside kick.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And that'll set them back 5. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
One last shot for Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Richardson. And he's taken down, but not before...
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Seahawks going up against the Browns.
Thank you, Larry. From the shores of Lake Erie, EA Sports has coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. And they're ready to go as they get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Zane Gonzalez, he's got this one teed up, and we are underway from First Energy Stadium. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And finding the tight end, Wilson. And a stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Davis trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run it now out of the gun. Room here to run. Give them 16 on the pickup, and it'll give the Seahawks a 1st down.
What kind of game are we going to have in store for us? I understand the call here if it's the final 2 minutes and you're losing. But this is the opening drive of the game. That is too big a chance for my blood. But give them credit. They got it to pay off.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And a grab made by Doug Baldwin. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 16 yards there. 2 straight plays of 16 yards and another 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
On 2nd down, Wilson. And Graham's got it over the middle. And down inside the 15 he goes. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Used to have a coach used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Following the interception, Kaiser.
And right away, he lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
The fumble, but they're able to maintain possession. Now it's second down. From the gun, Kaiser. Throwing deep here for Coleman. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Come on, let's go! What? Nine! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio! Watch out!
Now they'll bootleg it with Kaiser. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're indeed going. It's Kaiser. Throw left side complete. That's Higgins. And, a good hit there and knocked down hard at the 36. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll give the Browns a first down. Kaiser yet again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions, because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there, and in a big way.
Kaiser on first down. Flush to his right. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Now a second down throw for Kaiser. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. David Njoku was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion.
Let's go.
3rd and short yardage, Kaiser. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Here we go. Flex round.
A first down throw for Kaiser. Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
So 2nd and 10 here.
Flex round. Here we go.
They'll throw again. Kaiser. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Let's go.
On 3rd down, Kaiser. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Flex round. Here we go. Ohio. Flex round.
To the air again, Kaiser. He finds Coleman. The Browns' passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, did a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Johnson, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Duke Johnson taking it in, and the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Ohio.
They'll try and run for it with Johnson. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. So what do you think the mindset was there? You can tie it with a PAT here first half. Why go for the lead right now?
The old school mindset says if you have a better team, you just go ahead and continue to try and dominate. There's also a school of thought, if you don't think you're quite as good, you have to try and take advantage of opportunities. And finally, I just think this is analytics coming into the game. Someone saying the more you go for two, the better your chances are of actually getting them.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Now Wilson on second down. He's got it complete. Mike Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. On third down. That's Davis, and he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
And, partner, in a lot of short yardage situations, you'll see the linebackers step up into the gaps, what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, to make sure they take away all spaces, all creases. That one worked really well for them.
They only needed a yard, instead went backwards. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Out to the right here to Wilson. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
Let's go!
Kaiser now to throw on first down. Forced out to his left. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Well, let's step aside from this game for a second and look at the NFC playoff picture right now. You've got the Eagles at 11-2, the Vikings at 10-3, and after that you got 3 9-4 teams, Charles, all vying for that third spot.
Yeah, the Los Angeles Rams leading the NFC West, but the story to me is the NFC South. Because right now, if the season ends, you've got 3 teams from the South in the playoffs. New Orleans, Carolina, and Atlanta. So things are volatile in that division, but all 3 legitimate contenders.
It's going to be a fun last 3 weeks, especially in that division.
Certainly, because they're all going to play each other over that time.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Gordon. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. first down. Kaiser. Escaping the pressure right. He'll air this one toward Coleman. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
And on 2nd and 10 now.
Come on, let's go.
They'll send Gordon in motion left. A second down throw now for Kaiser. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Higgins. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That goes for a gain of 31. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Again, it's Kaiser. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Here we go.
Coleman, the man in motion right. Kaiser now on 2nd down. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman. And now it's 3rd down.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
Come on, let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Corey Coleman as the first half is winding down. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now Wilson on first down. He finds an opening past the 40. And Graham's got it over the middle. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and that'll bring up second down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Final play of the half, it's Wilson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself. And
now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Michael Bannon. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Second down, Kaiser. And his throw here is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Third and long for Kaiser. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Danny Shelton able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. To throw is Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 15 yards through the air and a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
On second down, Wilson. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. On third down, Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Jimmy Graham from 13 yards out. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And they'll get set here looking for the two-point conversion. Throwing is Wilson. And he's got it. The try for 2 is successful, and it pushes the lead up to a field goal. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, good move. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On second down, Johnson. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Kaiser. Throw left side complete. That's Higgins. They find some open field here. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 45 yards. A first down throw for Kaiser. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. Final minute now of the third quarter.
Here we go! Ohio!
Now a second down throw for Kaiser. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. From the red zone now, Kaiser. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Here we go!
Throwing again is Kaiser on 2nd and 10. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll throw again. Kaiser. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Josh Gordon from 4 yards out. And the Browns have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. They'll need to get the play off quickly. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Wilson finds a seam inside the 40. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They begin the drive with Johnson. Finding room inside the 40. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. That good for 22 and a first down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Here we go.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
This is fielded at the goal line. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going.
They got his man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 39 that time. So the D-line's going to spread out. Back to throw. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. He'll look to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. So getting the big touchdown they needed late in the 4th. Now what do? You conservative and just tie it up?
No, I think you put your practice into game situation. Go as fast as possible. You already have your play call ready to go. Go for 2 and decide it right now.
And now a critical extra point attempt here. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Well, time not on their side here. In fact, a lot going against them. They do have a small glimmer of hope.
No one likes to play extra football. They want to go for the win right now.
Kaiser steps away to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Now Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Graham. And he's brought down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively, they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So he comes through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Without a doubt. The way this one's gone, they didn't want to take any chances in overtime if they could help it. And that was one heck of a pressure-filled kick.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay?
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Brad McDougal. And that's how...
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's the Browns going up against the Jaguars.
Larry, we welcome our viewers to Duval County, the northern part of Florida, and the largest city in the Sunshine State, as HeHate Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Everbank Field here in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Cleveland Browns. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Ground. This is Leonard Fournette, and he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Black 58, Royal! Black 58, Royal! Black 58, Royal! Z, 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 Z! Ace, Ace! Check 26, check 26.
From the gun, it's Bortles.
36.
And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very solid gain of 27. Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd.
Ace, Ace!
Shotgun now for Bortles. Open man is Westbrook, complete. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And Leonard Fournette impressing there with that run. It's hard to believe that no Jacksonville Jaguar has broken 1,000 yards since Maurice Jones-Drew in 2011. I think Leonard Fournette could be that guy.
Even with the ankle injury last year at LSU, still averaged 6.5 yards per carry.
And absolutely intimidated opposing defenses. A lot of guys simply didn't want to tackle him.
Again, it's Fournette. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
He had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser-focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
Yeah, he's got it. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the 2-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. They'll give Fournette another crack. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. This is the most important of them all. 3rd and goal. Now Leonard Fournette. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Bortles. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Ben Koyak, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. First down, Kaiser looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gordon. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Kaiser now on 2nd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Gordon. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him.
2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well.
The play clock's running down. Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. Dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Gibson. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Breanne Bonnie Calhoun.
Blake Bortles simply cannot keep putting his team, putting his defense in these types of predicaments. He's got to take care of the football.
And last season, a lot of the turnovers, just like this one, in Jags territory, 11 of the 16 really put them in a tough spot in plus territory for the opposition. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Here we go. 1, 9,
Following the interception, Kaiser sliding out of the pocket. Coleman has it here right side. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. Play fake here on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Gibson. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they'll throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And not great starting field position here for the offense.
Here we go now.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
And complete to Lewis over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He got 29 yards that time. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now, that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Nice job there defensively on third down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
The Jaguars on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Bortles now on first down. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. Bortles to throw on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
The Jaguars on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And he's got it to Hearns. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And a short gain here, down to the 22. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Bortles going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Marquise Lee from 17 yards out. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Well, that gives us a chance to take a step back and look at last week in the NFL. We had 2 teams clinch playoff spots officially, Charles. The Eagles and the Steelers are in.
How about that? We always talk about December being playoff time, right? The drive. And the Eagles and the Steelers both know that they're in the tournament, as the players like to call it. The Eagles as NFC East champions, although they did lose their quarterback, Carson Wentz, in the big win over the Rams.
A second down throw now for Kaiser. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Flex round! Flex round! Come on, let's go! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Gordon. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And now a first down following that long gain.
Come on, let's go! What? None! What? None! Flex round! Flex round!
From the gun, Kaiser. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Here we go! Blue 45! Blue Z, 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 Z! Ace! Ace! Here we go now!
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. He finds Hearns left side. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Ace! Ace! Here we go now!
A final shot before half for Bortles. Throw left side complete. That's Lee. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, what a move. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Three yards to go on second down. Kaiser now. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gordon. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Shift together here from the D-line.
Here we go.
Kaiser on first down. That is caught at the 7. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Play clock winding down. They'll throw here. Kaiser. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up 2nd down. No, 3rd down.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. Kaiser, 3rd and goal. He's got his target. It's Coleman for a Browns touchdown. Corey Coleman from 3 yards out. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. So they're going to go for 2. To the air again, Kaiser. And this is incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. Now they'll run it on the toss. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Throwing his Bortles on third down. He's got the hook up to Lee. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And that is incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. 10 yards still left on second down.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing now is Bortles. Caught. This is Ivory. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Bortles now on first down. And that's off the mark, incomplete. The running back, Leonard Fournette, his intended receiver. And now it's second down.
That's just flat out a terrific play because it's rare that you see a hitch route batted down. That means someone read that one really well and was right on the spot when the ball got to the receiver.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Bortles going to run the draw with Fournette. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
The play fake to Ivory. Now Bortles. Buying time to his left. A swing pass caught. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Marquise Lee, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars had 6 to their lead. Lambo to add on the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession.
1st and 10. Kaiser being chased out left. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Let's go.
1st down, Kaiser. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Higgins. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. A 1st down throw for Kaiser. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Time running out here on the play clock. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Kaiser now from the 50. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 30.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They begin with a run by Fournette. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Bortles on the give to Fournette. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line.
There goes Allen Hurns. Touchdown, Jaguars. Allen Hurns, 49 yards. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up. 4
touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. That's fielded in the end zone. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through him at the 9-yard line.
Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now a second down throw for Kaiser. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Kaiser now to throw on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Throwing again is Kaiser on 2nd and 10. Forced out to his left. Now a desperation throw deep depth. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Barry Church. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Here we go. We got three. Z. Left. Z.
Bortles going to look to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of 3. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. From the gun, it's Bortles. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Nortman on to kick as he sends it away. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. And the Browns getting set to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something execute.
Oh, Kaiser can't get away, and he'll go down. Telvin Smith, tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. Kaiser now on 2nd down. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. One final shot for Kaiser. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal.